Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me in another of my videos today. So yesterday we looked at some chemtrailing, or at least an aircraft that was doing some very mysterious maneuvering, and of course I had a flurry of emails on the back of that which I thought I would share, and we'll just keep up this theme going because as I look out the window today it is another grey day. What are they doing? We had 2 days of sunshine down here on the south coast, full days that is, where obviously the pilots were having a day off, or the planes were being refueled or serviced, or indeed they were flying somewhere else. They seem to be hard at it, and still there are people out there thinking, no, this is just normal weather. This is still normal weather. Well, wake up, ladies and gentlemen, because the evidence is all over the place. So I'm indebted to a couple of people, Stacey and Lyndon, who got in touch today. First of all, let's have a look at see what Stacey says. She says, after watching your latest video on cloud seeding, I took it upon myself to do my own reconnaissance. After a few moments on a quick Google search, I found that RVL Aviation are known for cloud seeding, and she gives a screenshot which we'll have a look at in a second. She says, I've also attached a flight path of the most recent event of what they've done on the 31st, which was yesterday as I record this. That's the 31st of January. We are in the 1st of February as I record this. Although the evidence is there for people to see freely, the higher powers still believe that we're blind to reality. I wonder if they are. Thanks very much, she says. Keep up the good work. Yes, that is a very interesting thing. Are they actually blind to it? I apologise for my red eye, by the way. My full size causing me a bit of jip this morning. It's probably all the rubbish that they're spraying down in the skies. But anyway, let's have a look at the stuff that she sent in. So here's a flight path on, what is that, Plane Finder or something? So you can see again, the blue is the flight path going off. And if I add one here, you can see the same old pattern coming in, flying around. There's another one flying around, and there you go. You can see all of these things, and people are noticing this all over the place, which is absolutely fascinating. We'll take them off, and she says, here we go. What does RVL Aviation do with cloud seeding? Well, RVA Aviation uses aircraft to disperse substances into clouds to influence weather patterns. RVL Aviation also offers serial spraying services for other purposes such as oil spill response. Do we get much oil spill these days? Not a lot, but their planes do seem to be out a lot. What other services do they provide? Let's just see if I can shunt that up a bit. What other services? Aerial survey, apparently. Provides aerial survey services using aircraft modified to carry sensors like cameras, thermal sensors, and LIDAR, is it? Passenger and cargo charter. And aircraft modifications, offers temporary and permanent aircraft modifications for project work. What would that be? Chemtrailing, possibly? Anyway, that's I guess that came from their website, so who knows what that is about. So far, so interesting. Let us now just go back and have a look at what Lyndon had to say, and he sent me this. Let's just bring this up. He says, I thought I would share these documents, which gives an insight to the geoengineering programs by the UK government. This is also part of the Paris Climate Agreement. There is no denying what they're doing from the attached documents, and he just sent me a document which we'll have a quick look at here in a second. Their reasoning is to cool the Earth down by reflecting sunlight away and removing the greenhouse gases. SMR, solar radiation management, it's called. This is why the skies are so grey, due to the limitation of sunlight getting through these programs. Yeah, great. You know, what about us? Do we not have a say in what's going on? Apparently not. Apparently we're all mute and we're not allowed to say anything. The planes also fly vertically now, and we'll see a picture of that. I forget where I put it, but we will have a look at it in a second. I'd not seen that before. If you'd seen that, that would be fascinating to see. Yes, I captured a video of this a few months ago, so I've only got a still frame of it, not the video. What they're doing is very dangerous, as they are manipulating the Earth's ecosystem as well as polluting the environment with poisonous materials, killing crops, affecting the food supply and the food chain, and people's well-being, health through the lack of vitamin D. They then reverse the blame and state it's climate change, and people's health is is poor due to pandemics, thus needing vaccination. A perfect storm of control and appliance. So I didn't read that terribly well, but never mind, you got the gist of that. So let's have a look and see what he has sent me. He sent me this picture, first of all. Let's have a look at the picture of the plane going up. Here it is. That is a plane going vertical, and I guess in the video you'll be able to see that a lot more. But it's going, vertical. So they're getting, I guess, a lot more thickness on all the stuff that they are spraying into the atmosphere. And of course, they may say that this is, they're using the same old excuse. It's climate change, so therefore we need to block the sun. But actually, it's what is the stuff that's being put into that they're spraying that is sprinkling down on us, killing the crops, making us ill, plus the vitamin D. They really don't like us, do they? These people who've got all the power and money and everything else. And yet, for some reason, we continue to fund them by paying the taxes that we do. I don't know why we do that. Not all of us are, of course. Some of us are resisting that because we don't want to kill people. It's not just the money going towards wars where innocent men, women and children are in the crossfire, but it's also this war against us from these so-called people who are doing it. The sad thing is the people flying the aeroplanes, you know, they'll get out the airplane the other end and it's still sprinkling down on them. The pilots, the people who make the stuff in the factories, wherever that is, they're still getting attacked. You know, people are building the prison, people are building the poisons, and they don't seem to realize that it is damaging them, their families, their friends, everybody. Every pilot, he may not be married, he may not have kids, or she, but they would have had a mum and a dad, and they're killing them softly with their spraying. Let's have a look at this other document that's just come in that Lyndon very kindly sent, which is from, as you can see here, the Department of Business, Energy and Industry Strategy, the Department for Ending the World. Sorry, that's me. The UK government's view on greenhouse gas removal technologies and solar radiation management. What are they? And you can presumably download this from the government website. Greenhouse gas removal, that's GGR. They do like their little letters and things, don't they? And solar radiation management, SRM, the acronyms, are terms describing a range of technologies that aim to counter human-caused climate change. Human-caused, yes, look at that. By deliberate large-scale intervention in the Earth's natural systems. Yet, who gave them permission? How many people on the Earth gave them permission to do that? You know, what, they just taken it into their own, oh yeah, we'll sort out that. You carry on farting and creating a greenhouse gas and, you know, opening those bottles of sparkling water that have carbonated water in it, you know, that's all part of the problem. As well as everything else, all the engineering that goes on in the world, and we'll just destroy the world. So GGR technologies actively remove greenhouse gases from the atmosphere. Examples include afforestation, bioenergy, and carbon capture and storage, direct air capture and storage, and marine fertilization. Those are that specifically remove the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, also known as carbon dioxide removal technologies. Oh, another bloody acronym here. CDR. Yeah, great. Thanks very much. Basically, you know, the gas of life they are trying to get shot of. If we just come down here, our priority is to tackle the root cause of climate change by reducing emissions of greenhouse gases from human activities. Right, you know, bollocks. Basically. Why are they needed? In order to deliver on the commitment of the UK made by signing the Paris Agreement in the UK, has legislated a net zero emissions. Well, who did we all get a referendum on that, by the way? Excuse me? Our independent advisors, oh yeah, you mean these probably people who are paid huge sums of money to lie, the Committee of Climate Change, have made it clear that GGRs, whatever the hell they are, we saw them earlier and I can't remember, will be essential to releasing this to realizing this target, to kill everybody in the world and make them to offset remaining emissions in the sectors where it is most difficult to cut them. Yes. In other words, they are going to destroy the planet, destroy life on the planet, and then they'll live down in a bunker for a bit, which would be highly entertaining for them, I'm sure, with all their orgies and everything else they get up to. And then when they come back, life will be pretty barren. They just basically want to end the world, isn't it? This is what this is, and end all life on the world. And they don't give a monkeys about anybody else. And at some point, I presume when we can't breathe and we're ill and we're on the dying throes, will the majority of the population go, oh, those conspiracy theorists were right. Maybe that's what's going to happen. Let's hope not. Let's hope that people are beginning to look up and going, why are we only getting like 1 or 2 days of sun in a month? What's happened? You know, there are plenty of old people. I know they're trying to shuffle them off, but there are plenty of old people who do remember, say, the 1960s, the 1950s, and say, well, when I was young, there was sunshine. They're trying to make out that sunshine did not exist, and that people don't think about it. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. It's harming everybody. It's killing the planet. It's got to stop. Sooner or later, it's got to stop. And if people don't do something about it, I don't know what will happen. But anyway, I'll leave that with you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.